Hi everybody. So I'm going to be talking about the Enneagram personality types with the wings of some of our favorite and most popular TV sitcom characters. So if you're not all that familiar with the Enneagram, it basically breaks people up into 9 main types that are defined by a base fear and a base desire, and the character traits that go with that. And then your wing is a more specific expression of that personality. I found that a lot of people don't know what their wing is, and so I wanted to incorporate that with TV characters as a reference to maybe help it make more sense for people. So your wing number is always going to be either one above or one below your base number. For example, if you are type 1, then your wing can either be a 9 or a 2. So starting with the type 1 personality type, they are called the reformer. And the reformer's base fear is being evil or corrupt, and they desire to have integrity and morals. So the type 1 is often very principled, and they value order and self-control. They strive for excellence in everything that they do. And getting into the wings, so the type 1 wing 9 is called the idealist, and my example for this is Ron Swanson from Parks and Recreation. So I actually thought that Ron was an 8 for a long time because he is such a strong personality, but when I thought about it more, really his driving force is his code of ethics and his belief system, which for him is rugged individualism and his libertarianism. But he also surrounds himself with people whom he fundamentally disagrees with, like Leslie, because he appreciates the fact that they are consistent in walking out what they believe versus seeing perfectly eye to eye with him. He can also be more rigid and impatient, but he's also very gentle and considerate, and he's just more private and emotionally reserved in expressing his feelings, which is different from the wing 2. So the type 1 wing 2 is called the advocate, and my example for that is Jane from the show Jane the Virgin. So Jane is a lot more impassioned in expressing her belief systems. She cares about justice and things being fair for everyone and is more interpersonal than the wing 1. She also really values honesty, and when people are hiding things, it can be a deal breaker because she holds herself to really high standards and expects other people to follow them as well. And sometimes she kind of has to find grace for people. She's also really organized. She loves her lists and her color-coded calendar, which is very indicative of the type 1. And some other examples of 1 wing 2s are Amy Santiago from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Annie Edison from Community.